who will the CBC hold accountable? Well, you, of course. The government broadcaster isn't very good at holding the government to account on behalf of the people, but maybe you can hold the people accountable on behalf of the government, and so they are. If you thought it through and you can't give up a particular trip, there are things you can still do to minimize the impact of your air travel on the environment. That's the state broadcaster. Who's the you there? If you've thought it through, who are they talking to? They're talking to you. They're not talking to Justin Trudeau or Catherine McKenna or the Google tycoons. The CBC state broadcaster can't hold the Canadian government to account. They work for the Canadian government. They won't hold David Suzuki to account or the billionaires at Google. So instead of holding the rich and powerful to account or even just hypocritical politicians, it's you they're scolding. The government broadcaster will tell you how to live. They'll make sure you're good enough for your rulers. They'll hold you to account on behalf of your rulers. It used to be the reverse, but these days, really, are there even any journalists left in Canada who aren't paid in one way or another by the government? Now that the $600 million newspaper bailout is going through, we don't take a dime, of course, we never will, which is one reason they hate us in the government. Catherine McKenna, the global warming minister, is probably the worst in the whole cabinet. I think she probably travels even more than the foreign minister. She took a private jet the other day all the way up to the Arctic just to put out a press release. You can do that from your office, sister. But how else can she tweet a picture of herself fishing in the Beaufort Sea, or wherever that was, the Arctic Ocean somewhere? Well, you know she has 24 staff who work on her social media. I'm not kidding when I say 24. Maybe one of them could have given her some little tips like, fishing in high heels isn't the wisest. But then again, it doesn't look like there's any fishing line in the rod. It doesn't seem to be. So I guess there's no risk of slipping in your high heels when you hook a big one if there ain't no fishing wire in there. So what is the CBC's accountability journalism up to now? Justin Trudeau flew from Ottawa to Tofino on the west coast of Vancouver Island, then back to Ottawa, and then back to Tofino, and then back to Ottawa, and then back to Tofino, again and again all summer. Not a peep from anyone in the media party about either the environment or the financial cost. That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue and then I interview an interesting guest and then I end by reading my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.